There wasn't an update when I checked it earlier. God damn it. I literally checked this before I went live. I literally checked this because I knew this was gonna happen. And it said nothing. It loaded the game. I thought it was fine. Oh. Thank God Xbox 360 updates don't take that long. Thank God it is a short process. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's game clearing. You guys voted, the subs at least, and they have voted for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. So it's a meme game tonight. A meme game full of action. Let me just show you the end results while we wait for things to load. It looks like we actually caught up pretty fast. Like I said, thank God Xbox updates are never that long. I'm just gonna let this cutscene play first. Or it's gonna take a while to load, never mind. I forgot there's a million logos in this game. I'm gonna click this then. Sure enough. As soon as I did it. Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance. Rising Vengeance. Alright, this is how the votes played out this time around. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance was the winner overall with 189 votes at the time of stopping the poll. BioShock Infinite, yet again, in second place, so it gets carried over for another time, for the third time in a row now. It started in 6th place. I thought it was done. It came back. It took second place from Dust and Elysian Tale, barely though, 130 votes, just 4 votes behind it. Dust will also be carried over to next month. So BioShock Infinite and Dust and Elysian Tale will be the extra options on April's poll. Harvey Birdman was in the top 3, but BioShock shoved it out. 115 votes, just shy of it. Final Fantasy IV, 87 votes, 9%. Senran Kagura Burst was the February carryover that failed, so it's out. Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle, out. Battle Kid, Fortress Apparel, 40 votes, 4% out. Ease the Oath and Felgana, 34 and 4. Contra Shattered Soldier, sadly to me, 29 votes, 3%, it's out. Sola 2 Robo, Red the Hunter, 22 votes, 2%. And there was one last one that I felt really bad for. I get why it didn't get any votes considering the list, but I felt really bad for it. Poor UN Squadron, 7 votes, 1% out of 919 votes at the time. I'm surprised you put Final Fantasy IV in there, considering how your Final Fantasy playthrough went. My Final Fantasy V playthrough went. I know the plot to 4. I've been over this before. There's nothing to spoil in 4. I know the plot. So that's why it's on the list, because it wouldn't have the same issue 5 had. And I think a lot of people didn't remember that, because I saw a number of people in the Discord being like, why does he have Final Fantasy on here? But yeah, no, I pretty much know all the story beats of that one, so I just never beat the game. Am I gonna do the Konami code? No, we're doing a vanilla playthrough. People would still backseat hard. Oh, well, fuck them. The only reason I was giving so much shit was because I didn't want the plot ruin of 5. That's what I cared more about. What does the Konami code do in this game? Apparently unlocks everything. I'm honestly shocked that John hasn't finished this yet. Yeah, so about that. I haven't, because I actually had a bad experience with this game. I actually disliked this game for quite a while. So this is more so my attempt to see if it actually gets on my good side this time around. I just had a bad experience with it. And I just got burned out on it and just hated it. So I stopped playing it. So we'll see if it's different this time around. That's shocking considering. I know. Everyone tells me this game is right up my alley. I know about all the memes. I know how silly a number of these cutscenes get. But I had a bunch of just bad gameplay moments that were just pissing me off. Remember that bridge scene? For those who know the game, there's a bridge scene early in the game. That kept breaking on me. Over and over. It took me 20 tries to get past that stupid bridge. Doing it correctly. I had to look up online what I was doing wrong. And it was nothing. I was doing nothing wrong. The game was just not letting me finish that sequence. And then once I finished the sequence, there was a save the hostages situation where I saved a hostage, the game told me I saved the hostage, and the game told me the hostage died as they ran away from me. So at that point after the bridge, I was just done. I was like, fuck you. You can go away now, game. Thank you, Espionata, for the gift sub bomb. The hostages barely matter, though. Yeah, but I was pissed off about it. So I just stopped playing the game. I loaned it out to a friend and then just never wanted to play it. So that's why. But I figured I would put it on this time around. This is actually 3 subs suggested this one. This one was all suggested by... Oops, that's the wrong spreadsheet. That's the old one. Prankstered, SS2 Jet, and Joking Mask all suggested this one for game clearing last year. And I figured I would throw it on this time around. Honestly, this was the one I did expect to win. I honestly expected when I put it on here we were going to play it. So I have mentally prepared myself for this game this time.
Well, friends,
why are we playing on the Xbox 360 and not the Steam port? Because it's the one I own. I wasn't about to buy a game I had a bad experience with again.
This is a present
just so I could play the quote-unquote better version.
Look at your left.
And even then, I don't know why it's considered the better version. I'm assuming because mods,
Look forward to meeting you people
which, again, I don't care about. Higher fidelity for Raiden's ass. Oh, well, shit, now I gotta go buy it now.
Really?
Oh, hey. Hi, Rosa. Starting off early.
And that's all you're gonna do?
Oh, hey, apparently I also have the DLC.
Why'd I open my mouth?
Well, some of it. I have jet streams. The Pepsi Man mob was from this game? Yes, it was. That was a PC version of Revengeance. Blade mode, use sub-weapon, ninja run, switch lock on, free blade mode, camera control. Wait, camera control. What? Oh, that's probably in cut mode or something. Vibration on camera normal. I think those are all correct. Move in the direction the right stick is pushed. That all looks right to me. Captions are on. Everything's at max. I might turn sound effects down by 1 because I think they're louder. All right. Let's do it. So question, why are you doing that? Why is it? Because it's the one I own, guys. I don't understand. I also said this like 2 minutes ago. I don't understand why everyone just really wants me to do a different version of the game. Like, I'm sorry, it's the one I own. I'm not gonna go buy another one. Can't blame them. Why? What? Oh, chat room wants to see Pepsi Man. Can't blame them. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense. I missed that first part arcade. Sorry. All right, let's do it. We're playing on normal, and I need the tutorial because it's been a while. I remember this being a little janky.
Let's begin with a quick warm-up, shall we? Check the Soliton radar on the upper right and head to the point marked on the display. You can jump over obstacles, but the ninja run will get you across them more quickly and easily.
360 version runs best on the Xbox One X. Jesus Christ, I hope you're joking. Because I have an Xbox One X, I can move it to that, but I'm not in the mood to. Because I can't remember the last time I used my Xbox One X. I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
You can also attack while in motion with the ninja run, you know. Swinging your blade while dashing, for example, or striking your foes with a sliding attack.
Whee! I did it. 360 version is buggy and has frame rate issues. Okay, that's actual reasons. There you go. Thank you. The last time you used the Xbox One X wasn't for the Okami HD? No, that was just my Xbox One.
Try and neutralize all the enemies that
I used it for Gears 5, but then I never played Gears 5.
String light and strong hits together to perform combination attacks.
There's like so many alerts going off right now. Okay, fine, I'll hit him. Oh, right, I don't even have that ability yet. I forgot about that.
Combat is not all offense, however. You also need to protect yourself. First, follow the direction of the enemy's attack. Parry those attacks by executing light attacks of your own in the same direction.
All right, that's how the parry system works in this game.
How you parry. It is the keystone of your defense.
Chop it, 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 chop it. Slice it, slice it, slice it. You gotta get that hand. Chop the hand up.
Draw foes in as close as possible and parry their blows to leave them exposed to counterattack. From your perspective, it will appear as if the enemy is frozen in time, or at least moving very slowly. This is the perfect opportunity for you to carefully aim your strike, then slice your foe apart. Keep in mind, even you will not be able to parry every type of attack. Watch your foes.
That sounds like a challenge to me. So you don't need your head anymore. Let's chop those legs up a little bit here. Probably don't need that. Your torso's looking a little too big here. I'll get the gun. Put a couple extra lines in there just for good sake. That looks good. Hooray. And now the story. The one good thing about the game is I don't have to talk much. Because there's so much talking. So much dialogue. And guess what? I'm a Metal Gear fan that likes the codec calls, so I'm sorry, but we're also listening to the codec calls.
3 years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
I mean, that is a lot of security, all things considered.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I
Be glad you didn't see me in my first game.
Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business!
There he is.
I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
This was why I turned down the sound effects a bit. It wasn't enough.
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
Run away!
Who was that?
Oh, Jetstream.
One of our competitors?
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Who's?
EXIF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
Okay, now maybe freak out.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
No, keep the suit on! You look nice in it. Well, that's one way to keep him safe.
Let's get this over with.
Riding serious now. Loading.
Take out those hostiles.
Game? There we go.
Right. You'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation.
Thanks, boss, for teaching me how to fight.
From your foes to replenish your own supply.
Glad you hired me for this, and then you had to teach me how to do my own job.
Right. The limo is in trouble. Get back there ASAP. I'll add the limo to your solid down radar.
Slash. Gonna make art with your corpse. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking that slowdown you guys were talking about is probably just in that mode in particular, because it does seem to be especially egregious there.
Right. It's on the other side of that barricade.
Oh shit, there was someone still there. Alright, well you get to get slashed up the most now. I would have said it, but he was in range.
If you can't cut through the barricade, try the fence, eh?
Well, good thing that fence was there. They're doing a good job. Why do they need me here? Oh. That's why. Chat is just gonna be full of memes for the rest of the night. Well, you tried. Nice dodge, though. I'll miss him. Well, got my prize. I'm out.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead.
I just want him, that's all.
Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
Oil.
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
We're doing good. Thank you, Serena. Hope you're doing good as well. But now I gotta go fight a thing. Alright, Ray, let's go.
What? They have a metal gear? Shield? Right. Take out that UMG and get after it. Catch that missile before it blows!
I'm too busy stabbing feet.
Use blade mode to damage its armor.
Chop, 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 chop. Slice and dicing. Nothing else to chop.
Use your ninja run to deflect those shots.
Look at your left.
Oh, I can't deflect that!
They swapped out the hydraulic cutter for a plasma cannon. Use the ninja run to dodge that plasma.
Oh, I keep thinking I have a double jump. Of course, right, one hit away. There we go. Let's just chop this into pieces. You ain't gonna be needing this anymore. He mad now. Oh shit! Yeah, he's gonna make. I'll keep. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Got stuck at his chin. Hi. I'm gonna run now. Go. This will help. Let's get that heavy armor off here. You're not gonna need that anymore.
Now, Raiden, bring it down.
Sure was trying.
Stop that blade.
Oh yeah. Quick times.
Yes! Swing it wide open! Хорошо.
Good fight.
Very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
Combat rank B. Took
He's
too
on
long.
the other side of that collapsed building. Go!
Which one? Which collapsed building? This one? Wrong collapsed building.
Careful, Raiden. Keep that up and the whole building could collapse. Look for another way.
No, I want to slash more things. You just see me take down a giant Metal Gear? I'm gonna be fine just taking a building down, too.
There, get it.
Oh boy.
Use your ninja van to move over obstacles automatically.
So Ninja Run can be a little, questionable at times, but it is more or less
Do not let
automatic.
him out of your sight. You must catch it.
Oops. That one was my fault. Riding, riding, riding. Thank you.
That damn new Jeep. It still works?
Probably should have actually finished it off riding. That would have made more sense. Too early.
Use blade mode to take down those Hem's missiles.
A little too slow on it, but here's some health. I miss Bayonetta's witch time, I'm not gonna lie. You. And now, time for that quick time event that I fucked up first time I played this.
Finish that bastard off!
This was it. This was the one I fucked up. I don't even remember how I fucked it up before. I think I just fell off of it. I think I wasn't holding run. I think that was actually it. A rank. Nice drift.
headed for the front of the train. After him. Raiden, an unidentified field roader is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
I did. Quite clearly see it.
Prime Minister!
Meanwhile.
Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer.
Stop!
Don't worry, folks, he's okay.
About all the good things war has done for us. Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening.
You're free now.
Mind if I got in? All we're saying.
Give war a chance!
He was full of spaghetti sauce the entire time. Okay, bye. Just so unceremonious about it, too. Just like, yeah, no, he's got bye. He had no purpose.
Out of my way!
He's all yours, Sam!
Raiden's high heels will save the day. Alright, now to fuck this up.
Now, don't be shy.
Go for that one. Oh. Damn it, my body mass index was messed up.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still. Your technique lacks something.
Mightier than the pen after all.
Oh shit. Miss having a dodge button! Oh shit. You can't. Yeah, okay. We gotta lose that anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No.
My sword is a tool of justice.
Hopefully they don't need anything in this train. Stop losing your arms, Raiden! God!
Raiden, are you all right?
No! I'm missing an arm!
Just hang on.
He's letting me drunkenly walk away!
You're no match for me.
It's working! He'll never see me slowly walking off the train! Okay, he does see me slowly walking off the train. I did not think this plan through.
This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Some cars! Guns.
Kept you waiting, huh?
That's not your line. Oh, good thing they had a spare rocket launcher lying around.
Down you go! Flares!
Damn it, they thought of the one thing we couldn't stop them with. They knew we'd have rocket launchers, and they knew they could poop out fire and be fine. Good thing I had another one. Damn it. You know, this scene would have a lot more weight if it wasn't for the fact that he's a cyborg. I mean, I know it hurt, but he's the cyborg. He'll be okay. Literally, that's what happens to every cyborg in Metal Gear. We got 3,000 BPs. Go forward? Thank you. 3 weeks later. A shiny butt was on camera.
How is it, Ryder?
So far, so good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh?
I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiden?
Doctor.
Remember the 2 procedures to maintain your new body.
Don't get cut in half.
Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
I'm a vampire now, Doctor. Thank you.
And their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand.
No, I just really like left
That data
hands,
is very
Raiden. Come on.
I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
It's
Lieber Kapitalismus. Hätte wohl come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There.
No, instead now you're obsessed with left hands. Much better.
Closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
That's why we sent in one man.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado.
I think she's like, fuck, that hurts. Why'd you do that? Stop it. God.
Killers. If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Sorry. Ready for insertion.
I'm just gonna ignore you now, Kev. And he sticks the landing. And he walks in slow motion. And he's all shiny and wet. And he's cranky looking. Ta-da. And he has high heels. And he's doing the sachet. Oh, he's working that dress.
Raiden, you landed safely, duh? First,
No.
head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions.
Okay, my question is how do I codec? Thank you, game. Let's talk to everybody.
Control, it's Raiden. I'm on the ground.
Copy, Raiden. Glad to hear it. Entering on foot was the right move. That craft isn't equipped with stealth camo. Or octo camo, obviously, since that would be useless in midair.
And we wouldn't want to get your pricey new jet damaged, now would we?
Duh. The MQ-133C was not cheap, Tovarich.
That's why we launched you out of it.
Keep alert. According to intel, you could find significant cyborg deployment here. If you were to be cornered by an entire squad, it might get difficult, even for you.
Understood. Some fighting will be necessary, though. I've got electrolytes to replenish.
Just get some Gatorade,
This is
Jesus.
not an infiltration mission. There is no need to hide or avoid combat outright, huh? Just do not get reckless. Stay safe and stay focused on your mission. There is always a chance
keep
the
talking to
MQ
me.
was spotted before your drop-off. I would not be surprised if hostile cyborgs were already en route to your position.
A little welcoming party wouldn't be so bad. I could use a warm-up.
Enough with the attitude, Raiden. It's time to be serious. This is no game. I need you to focus.
No, I
Many
hate to
people
tell
are
you this.
counting
This
on
is
you,
very
and
clearly
I
a
don't
game.
just mean here at Maverick.
You don't need to remind me of that.
Good. The last thing we need is another clever cowboy shipped back to us in pieces. On codec is fine. Just be sure you are serious on the battlefield. Your enemies will be.
Yes, sir.
Keep talking to me.
We are clear on the rules of engagement, yes?
Clear enough. I can use deadly force against any hostile elements. Hostile cyborgs, I can strike first.
Basically, yes. The actual rules of engagement is more specific. A long list of no's. But you have the idea.
You want to recap the highlights for me?
No weapons prohibited by international treaty. No use of force against non-combatants. especially officials or anyone with political power who may be needed for negotiations. No use of force against any unarmed hostile seeking to surrender. And no use of force against any non-cyborg combatants without prior verbal warning.
And that includes Dolzaev?
Duh, but this should not be a problem. Any non-cyborg is little threat to you, Dolzaev included.
Yeah, that's famous
Besides,
last words.
we have no signs of any non-cyborg hostiles anywhere in the area. Not even one. We think Dolzaev is working alone with Desperado here. In any case, there is the ROE. Otherwise, deadly force is authorized only in clear case of self-defense.
So basically, civilians off limits, human hostiles verbal warning, hostile cyborgs, anything goes.
Yes, this is a conventional warfare scenario, so the rules are based on the Hague Convention.
Yeah, sounds pretty standard. Still good to list out all the no-nos before things get too hairy. ROEs that only specify who you can engage require too much judgment. They make it harder to remain focused on battle.
Duh. This is why most militaries' ROEs list negatives, not positives. The few that take the other approach, I pity their soldiers the questions they face. Oh, and for our purposes, UGs are considered the same as hostile cyborgs.
Copy that.
We have no rules about property damage, but keep it minimal, yes?
No.
It makes us look bad.
No.
Anything standing in your way, trees, streetlights, this is fine.
Okay, good.
But there's no reason to damage civilian homes, or to go snooping around in them.
Goes without saying.
You're
Tell me
familiar
more.
with your new body now, yes? Then let's begin the warm-up. Slash at something. A palm tree, perhaps.
Please stop calling me.
You're familiar with your new
Yeah,
body
he's
now.
repeating
Then
now.
let's begin the warm-up. Slash at something. A
Oh, you
palm
can't skip
tree,
these this
perhaps.
time? I thought you could. Kevin.
Looks like a war zone out here.
The palace cleared out quick when Dolzaev's men showed up. The streets got pretty hot after that. We're definitely gonna see a few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city.
I
before
literally
things
pressed
got
every
bad.
button on the front.
They've
I pressed
basically
Y
got
was the
control
first thing I
of the
pressed.
entire town,
It's fast
and are using
forward,
the
not
refinery
skip.
as their HQ.
And that's why we're hitting the plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory, once you eliminate their commanding officer, they should scatter pretty quickly.
Yes.
Keep talking to me.
Let's go over everything we have on Desperado.
Roger that. Let's see here. Desperado Enforcement LLC. Registered in the U.S., Delaware.
Makes sense. The U.S. doesn't regulate PMCs too closely.
You'd think they would.
Looks like almost all of their actual business is handled outside the States, though. Says here their financials are handled by a separate company based in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The preferred tax haven of megacorps everywhere.
Probably why they incorporated in Delaware in the first place. Loose tax laws. Funneling it all through the Caribbean must help with the money laundering, though. There's still a lot we don't know about them, but they've definitely been starting a lot of fires lately. They're a PMC in name only. What a name it is. Guess War Profiteers Incorporated was taken. But that's their business. In a nutshell, target war-torn nations on the road to peace. Reignite conflicts, and walk off with all the cash that was earmarked for reconstruction. And they also have ties to the drug trade, human trafficking.
Sounds like a real class act.
Kevin, stop hanging up on me. I'm not done talking. I'm lonely.
Their code names are all wind-themed. The captain presiding over this coup is called Mistral.
Cyborg?
Yep. All three have got custom-made bodies. Collectively, they're known as the Winds of Destruction.
The what? They all have action figures, too?
You're one to talk.
You're one to
Yeah,
talk,
exactly.
Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Kevin knew exactly what to say.
Courtney. Now that sounds like an action figure.
I didn't choose it. Trust me.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I doubt the Winds of Destruction picked their names either.
Good to know I can write for this
Different
game.
cultures use language differently.
I got a second job in the
Even ones
long
with a
run.
decent command of English. As you can attest, Mr. LB.
Kevin, I'm still going to call you back just because I'm annoyed at you now.
Looks like a war zone out here.
The palace
You're at
cleared
the
out quick
beach
when
riding.
Dolzaev's men showed up. The streets got pretty hot after that. We're definitely gonna see a few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city before things got bad. They've basically got control of the entire town, and are using the refinery as their HQ.
And that's why we're hitting the plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory, once you eliminate their commanding officer, they should scatter pretty quickly.
Looks like a war zone.
Luckily, they've been keeping in...
Okay.
How
Courtney.
you doing, Courtney?
You're looking good on our end. GPS and audio-visual feed coming in fine. Energy consumption? Check. Damage levels? Check. Blood pressure, brain waves, blood sugar? Check, check, check. All this monitoring equipment, I got a better view than if I was standing right next to you. Anyway, I'll be saving all your data automatically anytime something important happens in the field.
Excellent.
But contact me anytime you want a manual save.
Copy that. Good to hear that hasn't changed with this new body.
Yep, the basic system's exactly the same. So, did you want to save?
Sure. I've done a lot.
And save complete. Simple, huh?
Copy. And glad to hear you're okay after Africa. That ambush was no joke.
Tell me about it. 3 armored vehicles should have been plenty for that job. And it would have been against any typical guerrilla force.
But not the winds of
myself.
chaos,
When
or
would an
whatever they're called.
anti-Imani faction get the cash to hire cyborgs?
It just doesn't add up. Maybe there's some intel I missed. A lead I should have followed up on. Maybe if I reacted faster, or coordinated better. I don't know.
You can't think that way, Courtney. Not in this business. You did
Winds of
everything
destruction,
you could.
thank you.
Put it behind you and move on.
You're right.
The blowy boys.
Raiden, you need to save?
No, I just wanted to talk to you, actually.
No? What's up?
I wanted to follow up on our talk earlier about the stress that comes with the job. PMC work can be traumatic, even for non-combatants. If the pressure ever gets to be too much, have one of the ex-military there take over. Just...
I'm not doing that, Raiden. PMCs wield massive influence over international affairs. Abolishing SOP didn't change that. They need a better understanding of what they're mixed up in. The laws,
It's a great conversation to have at the
politics,
beach.
local cultures. Ex-military aren't here to provide that. They can't. We need civilian voices like mine here too.
You're right. Just take care of yourself.
Don't worry. Africa was more than enough excitement for one lifetime. It's a good thing that limo was armored.
And then flipped upside down.
Otherwise, you'd now be the world's clumsiest cyborg.
Hey! Cyborg Courtney could have been your partner. I might have saved your ass.
How? By spilling coffee all over the enemy?
That's for the sequel. Stop spoiling the sequels, Raiden.
Oh, son of a...
Please tell me that was a joke.
I'm impressed she dropped the coffee without moving.
What's up?
I want to talk to you again.
No? Did you need anything else?
No, guess not.
Guess
Just
not.
wanted to hear the sound of your voice.
Aww.
Save it for your wife, Raiden.
Aww. Yeah, this is like 6 months after Metal Gear 4, I believe. It's a pretty close time frame.
Raiden, shall we review the capabilities of your new body?
Copy that. Go ahead, Doc.
As we discussed, you've been
5 years,
outfitted
never
with
mind.
2 revolutionary new abilities.
I thought it was way closer than that.
Fuel electrolyte absorption and self-repair from seasonality.
Okay, everyone is telling me a completely different number, so no one seems to be sure. I've seen 5, 4, and 3 all dropped in the
This
chat.
is simplicity itself. As your HF blade is linked directly to your fuel cells, simply cut into any source of electrolytes. Say, a hostile cyborg made up of CNT muscle fiber. And your fuel cells will recharge on their own. Rather elegant, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed. It's been
I'm just gonna
great
look
so
up a
far.
timeline just to make it
But
easier.
the repair process is a bit more involved. A bit more messy, you might say. Most military cyborg
Was
models
Rising
store
not
a
on
cache of
the official
biotic
timeline?
self-repair
What?
nanopaste in their lower abdomen.
So I need to slice them open and use Zandatsu to extract it. Cut and take, in other words.
Correct.
4 years after Guns of the Patriots. There we go. So this is
unit in your
2018.
hand
This is 2
to
years ago.
absorb the repairing
This is
agent
2 years
inside.
ago.
Keep in mind, it is extremely delicate. If the unit should hit the ground, some paste will surely leak out. It will still repair your body, but less so than if you can retrieve it directly before your foe falls over.
Basically, harvest their organs before their body can even hit the ground.
Rather gruesome, I realize. But then you Americans enjoy a bit of gore, don't you?
I may be a citizen, but I've never really thought of myself as American.
Oh?
That's deep, man.
Well, yes, I suppose I could understand that given your history. But what then? Surely you don't identify as a Liberian.
I don't identify with anyone. No nation, no ethnic group. I'm my own man. Anyway,
I am the lightning.
I seem to recall those gory torture porn movies were pretty popular in Germany, too.
Indeed, indeed. These splatter films are big in Germany, Russia, Japan, everywhere. Well, everywhere except regions afflicted by actual warfare. It all has to do with taming our fears, you know?
Huh?
The desire to feel fear, to taste death, but from a safe distance.
The
These
rules of
films
nature,
allow
if you
the
will.
viewer
God
to
damn it.
delude themselves
Beat me
into
to it.
thinking they have overcome their fear.
Saw that in chat.
This...
Okay, okay, Doc. I got the gist. Let's save the full psych lecture for some other time, though, huh?
Alright, keep
So
talking to me,
these
Doc.
self-repair units and the other cyborgs, they mean they can heal themselves at any time?
Indeed. It is typically a slow process. Not much faster than a regular human body heals a wound.
And you didn't think it was a good idea to give me one of these things?
Certainly not. We removed all extraneous options in your case to maximize power and speed, you know.
Yeah, no
Healing
spleen for
wounds
you.
is extraneous?
Your ability to absorb the nanopaste agent is far more efficient, Raiden. With it, your wounds heal almost instantly.
I know, but...
And a standard repair unit, once depleted, is nothing but an empty shell inside you. Dead weight.
I get that, Doc, but it also means I need to constantly be grabbing them out of enemies.
No, it doesn't. Don't be silly. Simply avoid taking damage and
Just
you'll be
get
fine.
good, Raiden, come on.
Simple.
How is your eye, Raiden?
Great. My sight's perfectly balanced between both eyes. I think my vision's improved, actually.
Quite right. Quite right. Your eye patch houses an artificial compound eye unit. The unit contains over 200 million solid-state image sensors, each with its own individual lens.
200 megapixels, huh? Doesn't sound like all that much.
More than sufficient for the application. A human's optic nerve has only about 1 million fibers, you know. Were we to add more sensors, your perceived vision would not improve.
I could take some nice pictures.
Modern image compression technology can do.
Huh. So I shouldn't expect any more dramatic improvements to my eyesight?
No, your brain would no longer be able to process any more visual information in real time. Still, compared to previous ACEs, yours has 1.4 times the resolution and a superior compression algorithm.
It may only result in a slight perceived change, but it could wind up making the difference during a mission.
Regrettably, I have not had enough time to develop a new eyeball unit just yet. Thus, I have cut out the ability to deploy the ACE unit separately and simply installed it on a fixed eye patch.
Works for me. If I was using an eye unit, I wouldn't see any better than a regular human.
Ah, but remember, the human eye is so much more than a simple light receptor. They play a vital role in person-to-person communication. Sooner or later, you'd miss it.
Stuff like that's important for some tasks, sure. For this op, not so much. And with less moving parts, the lower the chance of something going wrong.
Exactly.
Besides,
The warranty's
I like
pretty
it.
low on me.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear this.
I can worry about how I look after I complete the mission.
Stay vigilant, Raiden.
Okay, no, but like seriously, I'm calling you.
You must continue along, Raiden.
No, doctor, please. Please, I'm lonely.
Check your
I'm on a beach.
destination on the Soliton radar.
Doctor, please. I don't know. I didn't bring a swimsuit. Please help,
Stay
doctor.
vigilant, Raiden.
Hang on. Well, let's save
What's
Courtney
up?
first. So I don't want to have to redo all that dialogue.
Okay, save complete. Don't let your guard down, okay?
Now let's customize. All right. We can get a new body, new main weapon, a new life, a new fuel cells, and a new skill. Let's look at what we can get, if anything, with 3,000 points. We can get the Gray Fox body set. Damn, that does look nice, though. Except we're not getting that anytime soon. Weapon-wise, we can get the Fox Blade, which, again, pretty expensive. It does have a special effect, though. We can enhance our sword, though, to up our strength, or absorption. So I get more health back and more energy so we can do our slashy slash more. We need 6,000 BP for all of those. Our life. Not enough for more health yet. 8,000 for that. Fuel cells, probably the same deal. Yep, 8,000. And skill-wise, what do we got? An aerial parry, which we can buy. Defensive offense. Updated version of Raiden cyber body firmware that allows faster, more detailed feedback to be delivered to his brain synapses. Detailed neural feedback allows Raiden to freely sidestep enemy attacks in any direction and effectively counter their aggression. Sky High, which is just like our uppercut move, our air launcher. Sweep kick. We can do a nice floor sweep. I think it's a breakdance. And then we've got 1-inch punch, essentially. I'm gonna get aerial parry right now. One of them is barely... one of these is basically dodge wish time. Actually, that's probably what I want, is defensive offense. How does it work? Is it just parry? A and X at the same time. You can look it up in your move list. All right. X and A, so jump and slash.
Raiden, you landed safely, da? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar.
Cool. That's the wrong menu. Light attack, launcher. During light attack, slight pause, then X. Strong attack, right back kick, triple kick, flurry kick, tornado slash, stab kick, cross slice, low roundhouse, triple kick upswing, throat slicer, ankle slicer, heel drop, rolling thunder, midair slice, crescent slice, head cracker, defensive offense. X and A. All right.
Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
Okay, there we go. That's gonna be interesting to get used to. That's kind of neat. All right. Hey, so Boris, you want to tell me about my mission here?
Your new bot, then let's slide.
All right. Now seems like a good time to go to break. I'm kidding. Don't worry. We'll play for a little bit. We gotta find that cat. There's the cat. Behold the master of dodging. You can never harm the cat, because they are the best combatant ever. Chat, remind me, are there hidden collectibles in this game? I forget if there are or not. It's been a while. I think there's like little dumps of bonus or BP points you can get. Got a yes from Juker. Well, bye, tree. Which games moved on from the straw poll to next month? BioShock Infinite, again, and Dust and Elysian Tale. There is, and they are listed in order of how soon you find them if you feel like replaying for them. Oh, well, at least there's that. When is BioShock Infinite going to win? Knowing the subs? Probably December.
are using stealth camo to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you. To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
Oh, damn, I'm just trying to parry that one. Good fight. More codex, hooray!
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb. What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Yeah, I'm a vampire. What part
Easy
did you not
there,
get about
Dracula.
that?
Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden. Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
Fun fact, Kevin's VA is Phil Lamar, who voiced Vamp in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. Well, then there you go. Vampire to vampire. They're having a great discussion. And even with a C rank on that combat, we just got enough battle points to get another move. So let's get that aerial parry now. Probably. You know what? No, let's wait. Let's hang off and get some health upgrades. That's what we should be doing. Damn it.
Ryder, you'll need to head inland.
Shut up, Boris.
Make your way through this building.
Trying to find things.
Ryder, you need to head inland.
Boris, shut up. Really want to chop this tree to pieces. No, my tree! Get back here, tree! That car is next. Ah, damn it, I already destroyed it. Master Lumberjack. All right, let's get out of here.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
I chopped up a tree real good, Chief.
No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolsaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Okay. Let guard down. Got it. Cut up couch. Got it. Wait, how do you use weapons? There we go. Sub-weapons. We got 1 grenade. And we got 1 repair paste. I guess I'll just steal all their weapons after chopping them to pieces. Saw someone in the chat asking earlier, how is game clearing going this year? I guess.
If you ever get lost,
Oh my God, Boris, shut up.
To check your next objective.
Actually, never mind. That's helpful.
By using augment mode, you can see enemy positions and the direction in which you should head. Useful for when you cannot find your objective on the solitone radar.
I was just chopping up things, though. That's all. Yeah, so game clearing this year is working differently because we're having subs get to vote on a list of games that I pull either from sub choices or anything like that, and they vote on what game we're doing monthly. And then if there's any time left in the month on Mondays, well, I'll just do whatever I feel like, basically. But yeah, no, we're having like a preset game of 12 is the sub goal this year, or is the game clearing goal this year. Yay, more rations. They're literally shaped like them, too. Already beat 11 games so far, right? We've beaten more than that. How many have we done so far this year? 17, isn't it? Yeah, 17. So we're doing pretty good, honestly, for game clearing. Hey, some points.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind. Excellent, Raiden.
You did a great job killing that man. His family will never know the murders and atrocities he's done. Come on. Clear up. Whenever anything goes all blue and slows down, you can use Blade Time. Yeah, I know, I pulled the trigger too late on that one.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare.
Door closed itself.
You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Alright, another grenade. These grenades not being exceptionally good, but we'll see. We'll make do. 2 guys there and a civ.
What are you doing here? This area is off limits. Can we just kill them? It'll be easier. We're supposed to have driven them all away already. So, self-defense, right? Easy. No, please, I have family.
Not pissed. Was I too late or did I actually slash him? Oh god. Yoink. Oh, thanks for more grenades. Shot him as you jump down, you can't kill civilians. Okay. Well, sucks I just missed it, but... Oh, almost enough for a health extension. We're getting there. Anything else important nearby? That down there. That's about it. And that item very far away over there. Oh, the geckos. Excuse me, Gecko, I was a little busy. Gonna need that! Fuck! Oh shit, no, that's actually what I needed. Fuck! I keep thinking I can just step out of the way a la Witch Time, and it's really fucking with my mind right now. Okay, I guess too late to grab that. Never mind. Oh, that's why. Oh, fuck, I missed it.
Very good, Ryder. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Assume that's the only one I have right now, yeah. All right, let's upgrade.
Roger that. Save complete.
You saved me again, Courtney.
Right. Anything else? Otherwise, I should get back.
Actually, yeah. You mentioned SOP earlier. How much do you know about it?
The Sons of the Patriot system? Same stuff as anyone else in the industry, probably. Basically, a nanomachine software combo for controlling contractors. Used to be required for all PMCs. Soldiers couldn't fire unless their ID matched their weapon and they had clearance. From their commanding officers. And the rules of engagement, I mean. It had some mental effects as well. Moderating pain, enhancing concentration, that sort of thing. The idea was SOP would minimize arms smuggling and civilian casualties.
A kinder, gentler war. An oxymoron, any way you look at it. Civilian deaths did drop, though.
Because soldiers in the system could coordinate in real time, share info. Between that and the ID weapon locks, a lot of people felt better about employing privatized military.
It's pretty much just the plot of Metal Gear Solid 4.
The system was developed based on criticisms of PMC ops, mostly American interventions. SOP propaganda said it would put limits on the war market. What it really did was shift market share over to the PMCs. Civilian deaths went down, but total casualties just kept on climbing.
More than ever, war was big business.
And business was booming. Until SOP got hacked. Suddenly, everyone realized how dangerous it was to have a single system controlling
Weird that it took that
entire
long, huh?
PMCs. That was
Shocker.
the beginning of the end for SOP. Public opinion on privatizing war did a 180. After that, a lot of local conflicts and civil wars died down. The PMC conglomerates had to split up and downsize just to stay in business. And that about does it for SOP 101. Class dismissed.
Not bad, Professor. But it's not the whole story.
No, I know.
Let's finish this later. I better keep moving.
I am shocked that the software system of such gravity wasn't hacked for a while. Well, considering what they had to do to hack it, they did pull a lot of crazy bullshit. Let's be real, I'm gonna need the health up. And if I want to do it, I can get the aerial parry. 777s, I'm sure that's lucky. In this case, hopefully. Humans take a while to notice problems, true.
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for refinery.
And there's just a gecko just kind of strutting around. Oh, hey, that treasure chest is back. Why? Weird. Let's get this one first. Why is it, what? Why is it locked? Oh, it's just that stupid. Okay, never mind. Overthinking. Gecko, 3, no, 2 geckos, 2 soldiers. Well, let's do it. Did I really not actually hit that spot? There we go. Jesus. So I guess we're using free aim. Didn't mean to waste that. Damn it! The gecko saw me, didn't it? Sure did.